morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Luomo, and thank you very much for tuning into this video. My first restaurant review did really well. A lot of people were interested, and a lot of people were abracadabra to the restaurant, so I'm very happy about that. Today we are going to do a restaurant review. I know a lot of people have been asking me when is my next restaurant review, and I have been saving it for this moment because you know what, we are in February and we are in the love month. We are in the love month, but this one, this restaurant is a Michelin star restaurant, fine dining, everything quality. This restaurant is where you need to go with someone special. This restaurant is owned by a celebrity chef, very well known British celebrity chef. The restaurant that I'm reviewing today is Dinner by Heston Blumenthal. Oh yeah, intro music, hit it. For more food reviews, for more content, for more humor, for more images of food, subscribe to my channel. Oh yeah, listen. Are you listening? Dinner by Heston embraces the traditional British culinary dishes, and these dishes are very iconic and historical. The restaurant is located inside a 5-star deluxe hotel, and that hotel is called Mandarin Oriental Hyde Park. When you enter this hotel, just go up the lovely, beautiful stairs and you will be greeted by a receptionist. And ladies, you will be happy to find out that when you enter this hotel, there is carpet on the floor. Now, if you are wearing high heels, you are covered. But as soon as you go into that restaurant, the flooring is furnished, so it is at your own risk. As Snoop D-O-double-G says, drop it like it's hot. But in this case, we are not doing that. We are walking it like it's hot. Dinner by Heston is open 7 days a week. Monday to Friday, you will be served lunch between 12 o'clock up until 2:15. Saturday and Sunday, you will be served lunch between 12 o'clock up until 2:30. And then dinner, which is the most important thing, you will be served dinner between 6 o'clock up until 10:15, Monday to Friday. And then on Saturday and Sunday, you will be served dinner between 6 o'clock and 10:30. But you do need to go onto the website to make sure that you keep yourself updated. I will leave all the information down below regarding the opening times. Moving on to the USP for Dinner by Heston, I think the main attraction is the fact that Heston is a celebrity chef. He has been well known to be on Masterchef Australia and has made many dishes, very creative dishes that is bursting with food science. The master of creative dishes, the phenomenal theatre of food. You eat with your eyes. As at 2019, Heston Blumenthal holds Michelin star restaurants. The first restaurant that holds 3 Michelin stars is called The Fat Duck, and Dinner by Heston holds 2 Michelin stars. And I am very honored to be dining in his restaurant. A round of applause for Heston. Now we are moving on to the food. Instead of having starter, the waiter came to us with some bread. Now this bread was so delicious. It was sourdough wholemeal bread served with homemade butter. Oh yeah, swipe on. So I purchased 3 main dishes because we can't just try one. The first dish that we ordered was called the Hereford rib eye, and that was a ribeye steak served with mushroom ketchup, very earthy and sweet mushroom ketchup with crispy triple cooked chips. The ribeye was smothered with a beautiful jus decorated with bone marrow. Bone marrow has been quite an elegant and popular addition to a dish, and it brings in a beautiful texture. Now, bone marrow is a soft, gelatinous tissue found inside mammal bone. The jus that came with the dish just tied the meal together. The meat was very plump and fresh. You could tell that it came from a really great produce. And the triple cooked chips just added that extra crunch. The second main meal that we had was called fillet of Hereford beef, and this also came with the same sides as the ribeye, and that was the mushroom ketchup and the triple cooked chips. This beef was very, very tender. It also came with a lovely, dark, potent, earthy jus. But what was very different about this dish is that it came with a very cleansing herb sauce. It was very vibrant, which accompanied the rustic, savory flavors from the mushroom sauce, satisfying your culinary senses. The final main dish that we were served was the famous pork fillet with apple. Now, it may sound very simple, but there was a lot going on. We were served a very well rested pork fillet, cooked to perfection with a very well braised jus, with a buttered braised spinach, served with caramelized shallots, which was very sweet and added a caramelized punch to the dish, accompanied with slices of apple, which was refreshing the whole dish. Now, I do not like fruit with meat, but in this instance, it was a match made in heaven. The apple slices were very tender. It was cold, it was refreshing, it was exactly what this pork fillet needed. It also accompanied the sweetness from the caramelized shallots. Come true, Heston. Heston, come true. You have changed my mind. You have done it. You have convinced me to have meat with fruit. Oh, let me sing a song. My sweetie, hey, my sugar. If you know that song, comment down below. If you do not want to order triple cooked chips, just look at that mash. It is very soft and pillowy. It melts in your mouth. And you see this salad here, very cleansing. You've got buttered sprout hearts. Now, Dinner by Heston, they always change their menu based on seasonal produce. So please make sure that you go onto their website so that you can find out what they have to offer and also how you are going to book to dine in their restaurants. Let us move on to desserts. Now for the dessert, most of these desserts were on Masterchef Australia, so I was very excited to find out how it was going to taste. My viewers, let me tell you what I got. Dessert numero uno, gingerbread ice cream. Now this dish was shown on Masterchef Australia. So what you see here on the plate is a smoked walnut and caramel mousse, which is very vibrant. The mousse had a very sweet flavor, but an earthy note from the smoked walnut. We also have a mulled wine poached pear, which was quite bitter and very intense, glistening with the molded wine liquid. Shine brighter! In between the poached pear and the salted caramel and smoked walnut mousse, we have the gingerbread ice cream drizzled on top with a golden syrup, which was smothered with gingerbread crumb, accompanied by raindrops of chocolate sauce. The individual flavors in this dessert was wonderful. The mousse had a sweet flavor, but an earthy note from the smoked walnut. The poached pear was very bitter, but it still had that sweetness. And then we are taken to the ice cream, which had a very intense gingerbread flavor, giving us that extra spice. When you mix all these flavors together, you are in gingerbread ice cream heaven. Hansel and Gretel, where are you? The next dessert that we have is tipsy cake, and this is a spit roast pineapple on the side, accompanied by alcohol-drenched fresh custard sponge. Now this one is theater. This one is a showstopper. When I was sitting down and I looked behind me, I saw the lovely pineapple just rotating, caramelization at its best. Now, this pineapple was covered in a smoked sweet syrup, but it is not too sweet. And then we had the cake, which was embedded in a beautiful steel pot, fresh sponge that was soaked inside fresh vanilla pod cream. You can see the vanilla pods in it, connect the dots, but this cake was so soft. And what I loved about it is on top of it had crystals of sugar, so you could have the crunch when you have it together, sweet upon sweet. I would have been happy to be served the whole pineapple. I can handle it. And finally, we have eggs in the jus, famous for being one of the desserts used for the Masterchef Australia final. What this is supposed to do is mimic the savory egg, but instead of it being savory, it is a sweet dish. It is a edible egg accompanied by citrus orange jelly, straws of chocolate. When you crack it, you will notice that you have a surprise. So let me walk you through what is inside. The shell of the chocolate is a shell of very well tempered white chocolate. It brings in that lovely sweetness. The egg white is actually a coconut panna cotta. My mouth is just salivating thinking about it. The egg yolk is a coffee parfait, and then inside, bright verjuice. So what you are getting is a burst of flavors. You are getting coconut, you are getting coffee, and you are getting naranja, which is also known as orange. The flavors were very warming, and what really intensified it even more was the small gems of orange. We had the crunch, we had smooth coconut panna cotta, then we had the lovely chewy texture from the jelly. This is a dessert that channels your senses of flavors, brings in that umami. Now we are moving on to the Luomo Awards. Now for customer service, as soon as we were sat down, we were accompanied by a waiter, and he was very, very helpful, very attentive. They made sure that our dishes came at the same time. Every dish that came, they explained what the sauce was, they explained what the dish was, what the side was. It was very appealing. When my wine was reducing, they were always coming next to me and adding. And also one thing as well, when the first waiter finished the shift, I saw another person and they were still quenching my thirst. So for customer service, I would give it a 5 out of 5. Moving on to food and drink, we are talking about theatre. We are talking about MasterChef dishes. We are talking about the scenery, the ambiance, the food, the luxury, fine dining. I really enjoyed myself this time around. And also one thing that I needed to add as well is as soon as we finished our dish, they gave us a complimentary chocolate ganache tart. We didn't ask for it, but they provided it. I love it. We finished it. Why not? The bursting of flavors. Look, my friend, don't challenge me. 5 out of 5. Now onto the vibe. The vibe is very calm and relaxing. They play classical music, translating ambiance. If you want to wine and dine and impress your other half, Dinner by Heston is the place to be. She will be yours for the night. Let me not say anything else. 5 out of 5. Now for family friendly, in my opinion, I think this restaurant is only for adults. They don't have a kids menu. However, what they do have is side dishes. They want to have the triple cooked chips with the mushroom sauce with some salad, then that's fine. If you are bringing your kids and you want to wine and dine here, that is in your pocket. That means you have made it. You have money. So, I don't think you should bring kids. I'll give it 2.5 now. Moving on to the money category, Google gives Dinner by Heston £4 signs. That means your wallet will be finished. This is a big spender. On average, you will spend, I would say, around £150 for main, starter, dessert, and drink. Money well spent. Remember, this is an experience. A Michelin star restaurant, fine dining, everything quality. In terms of how affordable Dinner by Heston is, I will give it 3 out of 5. My final thought on this restaurant is I now know why the Michelin guide has given 2 of his restaurants Michelin stars. He is the king of innovative dishes. My reviewers, this is a restaurant that is worth every penny. I can at least say that I have dined in a celebrity chef restaurant. Again, round of applause for Heston. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about these dishes. Let me know what your favorite dish was here. Which one would you have tried from the main and the dessert? It is your pick. Make sure you keep yourself posted on my Instagram page. This is where you get all my notifications on my videos, on my sneak peeks of delicious food. Come on, join the family. Subscribe to my channel, share this video around. Until next time, ta-ta loves.